Rejection is victory. I want you to write that down, and I want you to think about this idea.
안녕하세요. 내 안의 거인을 깨우는 시간, 거인의 독서입니다. 오늘의 멘토는 로레알 최초의 여성 CEO를 역임한 제이미 컨 리마입니다. 오늘은 수많은 거절들을 찬란한 승리로 바꾸어낸 그녀의 성공 비밀을 함께합니다.
Hi, I'm Jamie Kern-Lima, and I went from struggling waitress facing nonstop rejection to building $1 billion company from my living room. And it's not because I'm smarter than anyone else. I didn't have the right connections, but I figured out how to believe in myself and how to believe my dreams are possible and believe that I'm worthy of them. And what I know for sure is that you are too.
Rejection is victory. I want you to write that down, and I want you to think about this idea. Okay, here we go. How many people, right, stay in their comfort zone because they're afraid of rejection, they're afraid of failure, they're afraid of people seeing them start small? How many people stay in their comfort zone forever? How many people talk themselves out of their own truth forever and never actually become the person they're born to be, right? If you are someone, and I'm going to say one of the courageous people, one of the brave people who is stepping into your calling, who is stepping into your purpose or multiple purposes in this life, if you're one of the brave people doing that, you're going to get rejection after rejection after rejection. It just comes, right? Think about every person in history that's done anything great. Think about everyone living right now that's a great example of accomplishment or impact or inspiration, right? And you just look at their lives, even the greatest, constant rejections on their journey. So what I learned to do early on that I really want to challenge you to do today is to literally see rejection as victory. And what I mean by that is, if you are one of the courageous people who is brave enough to literally be on the path to your calling and to be stepping into the person you're born to be in this lifetime, every time you get a rejection, it's a reminder that you're one of those brave people who's literally doing it. Like, you're one of those brave people stepping into your calling. And you guys, I had to flip the switch in my head, because when I started IT Cosmetics, and I can give a million other examples in my personal life, in my years before launching the company, in my journey of launching Believe It, my book, there's so many examples of this. But the big one that stands out to me is when I launched this dream in my living room, and I was not ready for it to be like, for it to get no traction. I didn't realize, I thought if my product's really good and I have a great vision, a great why behind it, I believe in it, I just thought, of course, it's going to sell. It's going to turn into a successful company. I was not ready or prepared in any way for the hundreds and hundreds of no's that I would get the first several years. For experts that I used to put on a pedestal to say they didn't believe in it. And I wasn't ready for that. And when I started getting no after no, obviously we've all had forms of rejection in our life. It hurts, it's painful. It's easy to think, well, maybe my gut is wrong. Maybe I don't have what it takes, all those things, right? And I eventually had this big aha moment where I knew, because even though I was getting hundreds of no's, even though this went on for years, you guys, before we ever had any signs of success for our company, every time I would check in with my gut, it kept saying, you're supposed to be doing this, right? You're supposed to be doing this. I felt it. And so because of that, what I decided to do, and I had this big aha moment around it, was I flipped my mindset around rejection. And I just made the decision that, you know what? Because I know I'm supposed to be putting this idea out into the world, this passion out into the world, this mission out into the world that I believed in so much when I was creating my company, I believed in that. So because of that, I just decided I'm a person who's actually doing that, even when it's hard, even when it's not rewarded, even when no one's buying and we got no orders again today, right? All those times I just flipped the switch. Okay, every time I got another no, every time someone said, you're not the right fit, or we don't think you're going to do well in our stores, or Every day we got no orders. Rejection comes in so many forms, right? I literally just decided, okay, this rejection is a victory, right? It's another victory because I'm one of the brave few who's literally going after my calling, who's putting my ideas out into the world, who's showing up to serve with my whole heart the best way I know how. And when I flipped this idea that rejection is a victory, it literally helped me fear it less, right? And helped me become a little more fearless and really showing up for the reasons why I was there to show up for, which was to serve other people and to put a product out in the world I really believed in. So imagine if you can flip, right? Because I know we're talking advanced mindset and resilience, and this is so simple, yet how many people do this, right? If you can flip in your head every time you get a no, every time you get a setback. Let's say you go post something today and no one likes it. like there's the simplest things that make us feel rejected. And sometimes we let those turn into self-doubt in our own head. I'm challenging you today to flip the switch. Rejection is a victory. Oh, someone just said no to you again. Oh, a client just left. Oh, whatever happened, right? Just literally flip it in your head as a reminder that you are one of the brave few who is courageous enough to be going after your calling in life. So rejection is a victory because all it is a reminder that you're one of those people. It's a victory that you're one of those people.